Greetings from my hostel in Sofia, Bulgaria. I'm here on the balcony. I'm trying to speak loudly because this air conditioning unit is working, but I hope you can hear me. This video will be very practical idea of how to repair things. And namely, you see I have a charging cable for my phone. And as it often happens, it starts to disintegrate here. This is a weak spot for many cables, and even though I was very careful how I use it, this one starts to break. And I have two options now. I can just throw it out, and for maybe, I don't know, 10 euros probably, buy a new one. This one is quite long, so it's a good one. It's better than the usual ones, so probably might be even more than 10 euros, I don't know. Or I have another option. When I was in Kosovo, I found in their market in Pristina super glue for next to nothing. I forgot already, what was it? Something like 20 or 30 cents. Definitely not 2 euros. And then I have my things which I always have with me. My knife with scissors in it. And in my small thing box I have a piece of jeans fabric. And I have thread, and then there is some wipe from the hostel and balcony from the hostel, and we'll see now if we can do something to make this friend alive and well again. The wires inside are intact. They're all good. If they would be broken, I wouldn't start it. But the wires are good. It's just mechanically a problem that if I don't do something now, it will break in no time. So either I have to do something now, or I have to accept that it will be wasted. So let's see what we can do. The first thing which I want to do is I just slightly pushed the cable casing, whatever it's called, into the place, but leaving a slight gap so that I can put some super glue in it. This step I don't think would be very important, but why I want to do it is that while I'll be making the next steps, I just want something to hold it in place so I don't have to think about it. This way, well, you can almost say that this is repaired now, but I know already it won't hold. So I don't call this as a finished work. It's not finished. It's just for holding it in place while I'm working on it. Now I will be cutting out with my scissors a few odd-shaped things. You will see in a moment what I'm going to do with them. This is what I made. I'm not exactly sure if it's the perfectly done thing, but that's my initial idea, which I think might work, and we'll see in a moment if it works or not. Now my idea is that I want to put this on, and with a wire, with a thread, I'll try to tie it on fix it in the place. So the same on the opposite side. That's why I made them in pairs. Well, it's not, of course, very important. I just think it's maybe it's probably more for myself to have the feeling that there is some order in it. You could do the same, probably, whatever. The idea is that the first one was longer, the second one, which overlaps it, is shorter. So it will be something like a tapering effect that what I'm making, it will be stronger at the base and more bendy, more elastic at the tip where it's one layer less. So like this, and the third one on each side, just this small one. Well, it's not an exact science, of course, as you see. But I just thought maybe it's a way how to make it a little bit round, little bit tapered, and keep it all in place with the thread. So now I have put all my pieces of the jeans cloth or jeans fabric in its place. So now I'm just finishing with the thread so that it's all covered. Well, it doesn't have to be perfectly covered, of course. But just to have it in a neat way, because when I will be now applying the glue, it will stick in whatever shape it is. I won't be able to do anything later to correct it. So therefore I want to make it as good as I can. Now I'm going diagonally to fill this corner. Not corner, probably, I don't know, what is it in English? Opposite of the corner, the dip. And now the opposite side. In this way I will just make it all sit tight and neat, and then when I will be finishing with the glue, it should look reasonably nice. Of course, I'm not doing it for the good looks, but for the technical endurance, mechanical endurance, so that it doesn't bend and the wires inside they don't get broken inside. It's actually getting a little bit dark already. It's half an hour before sunset. I should have been doing it a little bit before, probably to make a good quality video. But anyway, I don't pretend that my videos are extremely good quality technically, but I want my videos to be good quality in terms of content ideas. Okay, you see, it's kind of neat. Let's see if we want to take something off here, because it was a little bit too much hanging over on that side. Yeah, I think, let's see, maybe here as well. Just the tips which are hanging over a little bit too much, but that's it, I think. Good. So this is the shape which I made, and now will be the next step. And so the last part is to cover this whole thing with the glue. I have put some toilet paper under it just in case if I spill something it doesn't spoil the table. Basically what I want to do is I want to soak everything which I just made in this glue. And the result will be that when it sets, it will be pretty much like, I don't know how to call it, composite plastic, and it will prevent the cable from bending in the place where it wanted to break, and almost did it. I'm trying to catch all these small parts which wants to stay up, and to see that everything is equally soaked. So I think it's good enough now, and I just will leave it to set for a while. It doesn't take long. Maybe at the end I will polish it slightly, just not to have any sharp things because it's very hard. So that is it for what I wanted to show you. That's how it will look at the end. I will just take off the sharp bits at the end, but that's it. At this place where it wanted to completely bend and break the wires inside, now it will not bend at all. Now the next weak point is here. We'll see if that will start getting a problem as well, and then I will decide if I buy a new cable or if I repair it again. That's it for now.